Hello everyone, and welcome to Mystery. Today, I will introduce to you the best exercise method for preventing and curing diseases, JINGANGGONG. Friends who have not subscribed, remember to subscribe. Likes and subscriptions are the biggest support for the editor. Zhangxi Shun Taoist, named me Jingzi, the 11th generation heir of the Chuanjinlong Men's School of Taoism. The Taoist priest was 17 years old and became a monk. China's Taoist culture is extensive and profound, and has a long history. JINGANGGONG is a set of excellent exercises that has been secreted to cure diseases and strengthen the body, health and longevity in my country. It draws on the essence of my country's traditional excellent Qigong culture, applies the law of heaven and man are one natural law, combined with the theory of yin and yang and 5 elements of traditional Chinese medicine. Compounding. Long-term practice can achieve the goal of balance of yin and yang, healing of diseases and fitness, and longevity. JINGANGGONG practices external skills, body shape, and internal organs. Use your arms to become a straight arc, and use rigid internal energy to dredge the meridians of the whole body. Persist in practice can adjust and straighten out the limbs, make the connection of the body, bones, and joints smooth, can adjust certain deformations and dislocations of the spine of the body, and restore the nervous system to normal. It can coordinate the operation of the internal organs and eliminate all kinds of internal organs. Sickness. Physical fitness. This type of Qigong possesses the following characteristics: strong and soft, active and calm, relaxing and comfortable. What are the effects after practicing this type of Qigong? After practicing it will cure spinal diseases, rheumatism, neurasthenia and digestive diseases. This type of Qigong will make young men more energetic and weak will promote their health and longevity. According to the responses of the most practitioners, they think it is easy to learn and feel of Qi and it does not take a long time to have a good result. After practicing they regard that it does a good to their health, mind and eyesight. Moreover, they do their work with vitality and they live a happy life because of its curing their diseases, such as gastric ulcer, hysteria, shoulder rheumatism, etc. The external pneumatic induces internal air, and the internal pneumatic drives the external air. First, the weather is slack, then the weather is nurturing and enriching, and then the weather must be the first weather to support vitality. Therefore, JINGANGGONG and longevity gong complement each other with rigidity and softness, blending internal and external affairs, and combining yin and yang, which is actually the Taoist method of multiplying longevity. This exercise is suitable for both men and women, young and old, regardless of fat, thin, sick or handicapped. You can practice regardless of whether you talk about east, west, north, south, or both indoors and outdoors. If you practice less, you will grow your intelligence and strength. If you practice it for the elderly, you will live longer and live longer. If you are healthy, you will increase your vitality and strength. If you practice it, you will remove the disease and roots. If you practice it, you will lose weight normally. If you are thin, you will gain weight. There is no deviation, and there is no fireman. JINGANGGONG is outwardly strong and active, which symbolizes the young energy. It is advisable to choose a quiet environment to practice when the sun is about to come out in the early morning, so that the whole body's young energy and the sun will reflect and shine. JINGANGGONG is a single pass of the past generations, and few people know it, since all dynasties have been passed on orally and there are no words left. There is no such practice in the society, even among Taoists. I became a monk at the age of 17 when I met the teacher Liu Mingchang in Huashan. Although he is more than 100 years old today, he has a strong physique due to the teaching method and great grace from the heavens. In order to carry forward the Taoist culture of the motherland, and for the prosperity of the descendants of Yan and Huang and even the whole mankind, Follow the legacy of the ancestor of passing on from generation to generation. Unbreakable. And combine the secrets of this single oral instruction, combined with my own decades of practice, and organize it into a text, made public to the world, in order to make a meager contribution to all living beings, so that the merits will be greater and complete. May the ancestors of the past generations nod and smile, and help me build a great road. A native of Shanqiu County, Henan Province, born in 1912. He was 7 years old at the end of the Qing dynasty and the beginning of the Republic of China, begging away from home because of poverty. At the age of 12, he studied art with a teacher. At the age of 17, he met his teacher Liu Mingchang in Huashan, Shanxi Province, and became a monk. In Taoist temple, he was engaged in handyman duties, working hard all day, honing his mind. Because of Taoism and cultivation, he was taught true teachings by his teacher, and he was the 21st generation heir of the authentic Chinese Taoist Chuanjin school. Zhangxi Shun Taoist lifelong repairs, suffering himself and others, and conforming to nature. He is sincere in his heart, treats his teacher like his parents, and has never surpassed the discipleship. He is free from the world, studies Taoism, concentrates on cultivation, grasps the beauty of yin and yang, and is determined to climb the peak of the alchemy. He travels long distances, endures hunger, and performs asceticism, recruiting, accumulating capital, and renovating Taoist temples one after another. He is courteous and studious. He makes good teachers and helpful friends. He has superb Chinese medicine skills such as Chinese medicine, acupuncture and massage. Obtained extremely deep attainments. From wandering and begging and becoming a monk to today, he is well educated and has extraordinary temperament. He deeply understands the greatness of Taoism in the motherland, feeling the need for national construction and the indistinguishable status quo of the Qigong world, in order to promote traditional Chinese culture and improve the physical fitness of the whole people, in line with the Taoist purpose and tradition of helping the world and saving people. Zhang Jishun was born in 1993. Henan resolutely went out of the mountain and dedicated the secrets of his patriarch and his lifelong practice to the world. He taught JINGANGGONG and Dandao internal skills in Shandong, Hunan, Guangdong, Shanghai, and Thailand. JINGANGGONG is what he has compiled on the basis of lectures in recent years. This method was relatively scattered when it was passed on by Master Liu Mingchang, after being sorted out by Zhangxi Shun Dachang. This secret method, which was taught in single oral instruction for hundreds of years, became a systematic text and was widely used by the world. Question 1. Why is it called JINGANGGONG? Answer. The word Jingang means very, very strong, just like steel. Question 2. When practicing JINGANGGONG, do I have to make my eyebrows protruding and my whole body tight? Answer. No. On the contrary, you should relax your whole body before practicing. Get rid of distracting thoughts, and be quiet and natural. Question 3. What is the mental preparation before practicing? Answer. Be energetic. Devote yourself. Get rid of distracting thoughts, and be single-minded. The intention is to keep the ontology. Only in this way can the spirits stay out of the way and run out of anger. Don't be exhausted or careless. Question 4. Will there be deviations or gossips? Answer. Follow the practice requirements and movement essentials in this book, and there will never be deviations or confusion. Judging from the practice situation in various places, the above situation has never happened. Question 5. Are there any contraindications? Answer. Yes. Do not practice within 1 hour after a meal. It is common sense in hygiene to not do strenuous exercise before and after meals. In addition, it is not announced to practice exercises outdoors in bad weather, rain, strong wind, heavy, or thunder. Question 6. In JINGANGGONG, there are several movements that are symmetrical. Is it okay to practice one side? Answer: no. Be sure to practice symmetrical movements. Q7. Can JINGANGGONG practice with other exercises? Answer: JINGANGGONG does not exclude other exercises. But if you receive good results or ask questions, how to distinguish and how to deal with it. If you must practice with other exercises, you can change the time for the two exercises properly separate to avoid undesirable problems. Question 8. Is it normal for vomiting impurities or vomiting blood clots, blood in the urine, blood in the stool, diarrhea, and sweating like glue after practicing? Answer: when the above phenomenon occurs after practice. If the spirit is normal or more energetic, it is a normal phenomenon. And it is a good phenomenon. That is to remove the virus and dig the roots. However, if the above phenomenon occurs, it is abnormal if you are depressed or exhausted. You should stop practicing and check whether your practice meets the requirements of the movement, and whether your diet and daily life are out of line in recent days. Practice JINGANGGONG and see the following phenomena. 1. Lethargy. This is because the body's self-regulation is a normal phenomenon after exercise due to insufficient energy. The duration is not long, usually 1 to 2 weeks. And there are differences due to differences in physique and whether the exercise is diligent or not. 2. Pulshingzi. Different from sick diarrhea. The excrement sticks black or dark gray, and it does not last long and feels good. 3. The condition gets worse, and the pain in the diseased area increases. This is the critical time for curing diseases and eradicating the roots. You must continue to practice and overcome it. Don't be afraid. After a period of time, the condition will alleviate and heal. Question 9. Is JINGANGGONG similar to gymnastics? Answer: not the same. Compared with gymnastics, JINGANGGONG has the following differences. 1. It is not as fast as gymnastics. It does not need to be counted or done according to the rhythm. It is natural. It does not count. You can practice as many times as you want. You can practice as long as you want. The movement speed is slower, not to the beat. 2. In terms of strength, JINGANGGONG pays attention to internal power and dark power. That is to say, the whole process of exerting force must have continuous uniformity and continuity, rather than external force and strong force. 3. Practicing JINGANGGONG always requires calmness, naturalness, single-mindedness, and inner-mindedness, especially JINGANGGONG's starting style and the 6th 5 labors. 7 Injuries. Look backwards in the sacred light and close. Gong style is beyond the reach of gymnastics. 4. JINGANGGONG has the starting style to start the chi machine and the closing style to remove the sickness and vitality. But gymnastics does not. Q10. JINGANGGONG is strong and strong. Is it not suitable for the elderly, the weak, the sick and the disabled? Answer: not so. The old, the weak, the sick and the disabled can practice. But it should be based on the age, medical condition and physical strength of each person. The specific situation is treated specifically. 1. At the beginning of school, the movement does not require normative standards, and generally follow the requirements to do it. And it will do if you don't get the general idea. With the increase of physical strength and the improvement of the proficiency of the exercises, the standardization of the movements are gradually achieved. 2. You can choose to practice one or several of them according to your condition and interest. Or choose to practice first if the movements are easy. But you must do the preparatory poses every time. And you must collect the exercises after the exercises, so that you can practice the full set of exercises. 3. Those who are severely ill or have disabilities who cannot stand can sit and practice while lying down. You can move your hands. You can move your feet. You can't move your feet. You can use your hands. Those who can neither use their hands nor their feet can watch others practice, and think and experience by themselves, or practice the sixth part of JINGANGGONG's 5 labors. 7 injuries. Look backwards. Q11. How is the time for JINGANGGONG practice arranged? Answer. JINGANGGONG should practice facing the east in the morning when the sun is about to rise and before it is out. The reason has been explained in the principal part of this book. But if it is restricted by working and living conditions, it is not forced. Generally speaking, this set of exercises can be practiced no matter when, where, or in which direction. You can also practice a set of exercises upside down, but be aware that every set of gong must start from the preparatory pose, and the gong must be collected after the practice. Q12. What is the effect of JINGANGGONG after promotion? Answer. According to some information we have received, the students of Liangxi JINGANGGONG will soon increase their appetite. Their physique will increase. They will walk briskly. Work and study will be more energetic, and many symptoms will gradually disappear, such as headache, insomnia, forgetfulness, obesity, and high blood pressure, heart disease, cerebrovascular sclerosis, gallstones, kidney stones, hepatitis, pneumonia, asthma, spleen and stomach disease, frozen shoulder, spondylopathy, various eye diseases and tumors. A cancer patient in Qingdao practiced 8 Vajra exercises. When he was tired, he would rest, and then practice again. After practicing all day long, within a month, the disease disappeared. There is also a 27-year-old young woman who has been sick since she was a child. Her face is dark and her hands are like crow's claws. Others are afraid of getting close to the ground. After practicing JINGANGGONG, his face turned pale and bloody. His hands turned from black and purple to red, and the congenital disease began to take a turn for the better. Not long ago, someone from Taiwan came here admiringly to learn JINGANGGONG, and his illness resolved quickly. There seem to be many examples, so I want to list them one by one. In short, JINGANGGONG's results in curing diseases and strengthening the body are very good. In addition, we believe that the results of JINGANGGONG should be viewed objectively. This set of exercises is indeed good, but if you have a heavy mental burden, or if you do not pay attention to your daily life, or do not follow the requirements of the exercise, even if you are practicing, it is impossible to guarantee that you will not get sick. This is the case of JINGANGGONG, and I am afraid that other sects also practice this. Okay, this time the show is over. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.